Hello and welcome to this video. This is Amazing Racing Stories, Episode 9, Racing and the Ladies. A collection of small funky stories with the ladies and racing. I could do another video about lady drivers, but today I decided to go in a different direction. As you know, motorsport is a dangerous activity. It always has been, since the very first ever race. Speed and danger makes it exciting, but at the same time dangerous. Today we live in a safe-conscious era, particularly in racing terms. It has never been this safe. We have tons of safety everywhere, from standards to features, from rules to cars, from clothing to circuits. Obviously, it is never 100% safe, as there is always a chance of a freak accident. But nowadays, they are so rare that we do not even think about them until they happen. Death is not racing on the racetrack alongside the drivers like it was 50 or 60 years ago. In those days, drivers were from a different breed, and they were very aware that each time they entered into the cockpit, that could be their last day. Racing was only for the brave or crazy. Therefore, most of them enjoyed life daily as it was their last day on this planet. Grand Prix drivers have always been stars, but mainly since the mid-60s, when Grand Prix racing started to get a bigger audience. From grid girls to journalists, from girlfriends to fans, they were used to be surrounded by beautiful ladies. Jim Clark was known in his last years for changing girlfriends every week, but that is really basic stuff when we consider the king, James Hunt. Personally, I admire a lot of drivers for many different reasons, but James Hunt is my all-time favorite racing champion. His mantra was a kind of, if I am going to play with death while working, then I also want to get the full pleasures of the flesh while not on work. There are too many stories with James Hunt, but I selected this particular one. These were the years of the sexual revolution, and they were taking full advantage of that. Pictures speak for themselves, and feel free to pause to read or to contemplate. I'll leave the pictures and the articles to do the talking here. Note there are pictures that I simply cannot put in this platform. I loved this story when I saw this for the very first time. Check this out.
I remember saying to Bureau we were going to go somewhere, and he had a couple of girls with him. I said, what goes with the girls? He said, well, in cars we have a spare car, so I brought a spare girl. A bit of crumpet. We just thought we filled the bill pretty well.
This story was revealed in this funky documentary that I recommend if you enjoy funky F1 stories. Note that, as far as I know, there is no sex involved here. In 1992, ELF was the exclusive fuel and lubricants provider for the powerful Williams-Renault team, Elf had a girl as the chief department in their F1 team. Apparently, Moreno was good friends with her, and as a good Brazilian, he was always complimenting the girl, which obviously she enjoyed. The night before qualification, Moreno went to talk to her, explained how important qualifying in Monaco is for a small team like Andrea Moda, and ended convincing her to give him 40 liters of special qualifying fuel that would provide some extra horsepower. That was the main trick for that qualifying. He managed to qualify that piece of shit car, one of the worst ever cars in F1 history, in the most demanding track of the year, using the best car's fuel. Amazing story. He was applauded by all teams when he returned to the pits, and he always says that feeling was the best of his career. Guys, say whatever you want, but this was a hell of a moment in F1 history. A true underdog performance. Even more when they knew that the engine would not last for more than 5 laps in the race on Sunday. This is a true funky story, and there's a lot of unknowns here. In 1958, Cuba organized a car race and invited some of the best drivers of the day, including the F1 World Champion Fangio and also the Vice Champion Sterling Moss. All drivers were staying in the same hotel. In the evening before the race, Fangio was kidnapped by communist rebels, and they also wanted to take Moss, but Fangio, a very smart man, told them that Moss was there on his honeymoon, and nobody with good sense on this planet would understand or accept that action, so they would get very bad publicity by that move. He offered himself to be taken instead, without any fight, and the rebels accepted. It is said that he was kept in good company, whatever that means. He never complained about it. This crazy race took place without its major star, and incredibly was run without any kind of barriers between the public and the track. And you guessed it, there was a very bad accident and many people died. After this, Fangio was released, but he simply refused to identify his kidnappers. I guess the company they gave him was indeed very good. Well, you take your own conclusion about it. And this is it. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a like, subscribe for more videos like this, and leave a line in the comments section if you have something to say or ask. I see you in the next video. Take care.